This winter anime season is looking to be one of the most hype we've ever had in the past few years. We have many continuing shows like Lupin the Third, Ranking of Kings, and we have, well, that show. So, instead of telling everyone what I'm watching this season, I decided to make this video. And so, without further ado, I watched every anime this season, so you don't have to. We've had educational anime where cute anime girls work out and camp. So, I don't really see what else they can do with this genre, but I don't really see anything they can do. Like, what's next? Fishing? Ah, well, I'll be darned. Slow Loop is about two new stepsisters who get to know each other through fishing. Similar to Laid Back Camp, it seems like a wholesome educational slice of life anime. So if you need a break from drama in your life and want a chill place to vibe, definitely watch Slow Loop.
お前昔はあんなに尖ってたのにな。君はこの子の何なの？
Hey yo, what the water doing? This seems like a fairly basic isekai anime. Although I'm interested in how she got isekai'd because it seems like Truck-kun didn't do it. He seems to be on retirement or vacation this season. I think I'll probably pass on this one. The jokes feel pretty lame and they aren't delivered in any interesting way, so it kind of feels stale. Oh god, why is she hitting me? God. What's this? World's End Harem? A new harem anime? Well, you know me, just gotta watch typical low-rated harem. Actually, let's check out why this is so low-rated. I don't think I've ever seen, like, 1 star on Crunchyroll. Oh. Huh. Degenerates, rejoice! We got a brand new harem anime. What if you went into cryostasis? Wait, what? It's not cryostasis. It's called deep freeze. Okay, imagine you went into deep freeze while they make a cure for an illness, and when you awake, you find out a virus wiped out all men. You're one of 5 men in your country. So the only thing that can save the world is your seed. But non-Kwang, our protagonist can't do any women because he likes a different girl, who totally isn't the main girl who is assisting him. Yeah. And he should still be given his seed to women. I don't care if he's a simp. If he is a simp, then he must be burned. He must be murked. This man does not deserve the situation he is in. Also, dude, this girl here is down bad. Holy shit, they just tased her, dude. Ah, oh, God. Okay, no one should watch this show. This is actually for degenerates. I'm watching all of it. Okay, boys. I am getting a sense. The best girl sense. They're tingling. They're tingling. What is it? What must it be? Oh, hey, fan service.
ならいいけど。
Dress Up Darling is about a young Wakana Gojo, apprentice doll maker. From a young age, he liked dolls, but this made people think he's weird.
気持ち悪い。
Now a reserved high schooler, Wakana meets the popular girl, Marin Kitagawa, who is also really into cosplay. The two share their passions, and this breeds a relationship where Wakana makes clothes for Marin to cosplay her favorite characters. This is looking to be a great romance and drama, and I'm really excited to see how they adapt this from the manga. Not to mention, the plot is really good with this one. And this is definitely on my recommended for this season. Every season, we get at least one action show that is really just head empty, gun go burr. Essentially the Valorant experience, but in anime form. Girls Frontline is that show this season. It's based off of a mobile game of the same name, and I'm just hoping some of the waifus from the game appear in the show. So, I'm not really seeing any real draw to the show. It's really just not really much here. Maybe waifu? So, I'm going to be keeping up with this masterpiece of a show. I'm excited to see where this goes. An area of Tokyo has had many accidents, crimes, and deaths. A group of security plan to change this by tightening security and monitoring lifestyles. That company's leader's son, a rebel hacker, and a parkour artist actually formed together to make a hero unit to try to save the ward. But soon, things go awry when they're saving an elementary school building. And they lost someone close to them, so they stopped. That is, until that same person calls them a year later, and shows them each two possible futures. One where a waifu dies, and one where many civilians die. So, together, they must try to stop this. Or choose one of the futures. Obvious answer being save the waifu, kill all the civilians. Together, they end up using this vision to save them all. Tokyo 24th Ward seems to be a really good show, and what I just explained was the plot synopsis for the first episode. The rest of the series seems to be a slow-moving political fight where the three boys get visions of the future and try to stop accidents and casualties. I think that this is definitely one of the action shows to watch this season. At least I'm watching it. Plus, they support safe sex. We got BL, boys! Let's go! Woo! Yeah, baby! Hype, 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 hype. Somebody called me Moe? I really should say something. Daddy, Daddy Milky's, shit, do me right here. Oh, senpai, you want manga? Here, I have this yaoi doujinshi. I'm really not gonna be hinting anything, giving this to you. Manga? Okay, blonde baddie do be saying my kohai, though. This man gonna be solid here. Okay. All joking aside, this seems to be a really wholesome BL show, and I'm really excited to keep up with it. Sasaki realizing that he likes Miyano and finding out he likes guys is really adorable, and I'm looking forward to seeing how their relationship builds. Also, the cute colors and shapes when Sasaki is thinking about how cute Miyano is. Oh, that's adorable. This one is a definite watch for me. God, I love BL. Hi, are you a Sigma male who hates all women? Do you want to engage in some BL with your childhood friend, but believe you're straight? Call 1-800-TREKKU. Wait, what? He's retired? Oh, okay. Call 1-800-GODDESS today and have him reincarnated into a girl in another world for only $420.69. Order now, and we'll throw in Kirito from the popular anime and manga Sword Art Online. Orient is a show about people called Bushi who take down Onis. This show really has potential to be a solid shonen with good fight scenes, but so much that could have been done in the first episode really wasn't. The fight scenes themselves were subpar, and the episode direction felt very bland. One thing that could have been cool is instead of explaining the Bushi and Oni situation at the very start of the episode, show it to us by taking us through that day and showing how idolized they are. Don't make it so idolized that is all people really think about, and that would really cue us in on as the audience. But show that they're at least a little idolized as gods. And then as soon as they enter that mine, like halfway through the episode, the colors in an animation grow darker and we see this cruel reality of the world. And instead of the MC having trained to fight Oni already, maybe this is the first time seeing what Oni are, and he immediately goes into fight or flight. And he starts fighting, but he's failing. He's getting pummeled to the ground. And this is when his friend Sense Forever shows up, and he reveals he was always a Bushi, because he did this before. And then he saves them both, and the MC starts training after that. As a show model, that would have been a huge hook similar to the surprise in Promised Neverland. Plus, having a good solid fight scene in the original first episode really sets a shonen out. Having good fight scenes is really what you need in a shonen. They could have done all of that, but they didn't. So, sadly, I'm not watching this one. Do you ever wonder where all of the monsters come from in Power Rangers shows? Well, what if the villains had a department that came up with and created the monsters just to do that, you know? This comedy turned ecchi in the last fourth of the episode perfectly explores that idea. Initially, I was going to give up on this show, or just give it the 3-episode rule, but this show is so on my level of joke that I'd come up with while washing my taint one day that I gotta watch it. I so love this. It's such a funny concept. The show looks actually really fucking weird. Possibly dope fight scenes. It's actually amazing animation. The concept is that mushrooms have created a disease called rust that has infected Japan. And there are people who are spreading mushrooms all around. It's very much either something created by people on drugs or some conservative going around like, those kids nowadays and their weeds. All these mushroom terrorists drugging up these kids. Soon the mushrooms will affect the world. But this show is weird and wild, so I'm definitely here for it. This seems to be a really down-to-earth and calming show. The animation is beautiful, the voice acting pulls you into the characters and the daily life of them. So I think this is another really calming and nice show to watch when you're stressed out or need a break from life this season. I'm definitely going to be watching this. I recommend giving it at least the 3-episode rule. So I couldn't get to every anime that is airing this season. I couldn't get to talking about all of those because this would be a very long video if I did. So here are all of the shows that I'm watching this season, not including all of the currently airing shows like Demon Slayer and Attack on Titan, stuff like that, are here. All of the ones I recommend giving a 3-episode rule, and all of the ones I am not watching. And so, really, after watching the first episode of all of these anime, it seems like it's a fairly basic season of anime, really. There's not much here. It's not the best. It has good jokes, it has some stuff. There's, I guess, a comeback with freeze frames and just panning up freeze frames now. But other than that, I think animation has really been advancing in anime. And I really like to see it. There are so many beautiful things, and I think if you're going to take something away from this season, take that away. That animation has come so far from what it used to be, that now it's, well, beautiful. But that, I guess that's just me. This is Numquag, logging off.
Our fingers intertwine so perfectly. I used to wait for you to text me back, now I see. Every moment that we had together, it felt like an eternity.